G'day Wayne, I've had a look at the files and basically I've come up with two options for you. This is the first of the two options, which is actually a longer but I suppose more accurate way of doing things. So what you want to do first of all, what I normally do is make sure that the line type scale is correct. So LT scale, you can see in the command down here, enter, and I'll set that to 100. Meriton's drawings are usually set to 1000, but generally speaking in the industry people work with 100. So regenerate, and you can see that the grid lines are shown as per what the grid lines should look like. Second thing you need to do is go to the layers, and I'm going to select all layers using Control A, and I'm going to make sure that all the layers are unlocked. So I'm going to click locked and then unlock it again. So this you can see now, scrolling down, all the layers are unlocked. So that's the first process of the command. Now the first command that you need to know about is called Setbylayer command. So looking at the command line, typing in set by layer, all one word, enter, and then select the object you want to do. What this is going to do is select all the lines that are involved in this selection to by layer. I don't think you really need to know the ins and outs of it, but so once you hit enter, then yes, then yes. So now when I go back to my layers command and change the color, you can change it to whatever you need, and it's now changed it all. I think that's the first command that you need to know. The second one you need to know about with regards to the cleaning up process, I'll just explode this, and this is where it becomes a bit, this is the long process. So there's two commands, so I can select similar. So if I, for example, this dimension, so I can go type in select similar, and what that's done is selected all the dimensions that are on that specific layer with those specific dimension styles. The other way to go about it is if you select all, for instance, and the command for that is QSelect, so QSEL select ETECT, yep, enter. This gives you another dialog box, and what this does is isolates specific things that you want to do with a filter. So in this case what I'm going to do is look for the aligned dimension as an example. So in this case there's, you can see in the list there's rotated dimension and aligned. I'll go with aligned for now, and then I'm going to go select all, and what that does is selects all those aligned dimensions. There's only two, you can see here, and then you can start deleting. And so you basically go through the same process. I normally right click and go quick select, which is the same as typing out QSelect. Same again, so this time I'll look for the rotated dimension and then select all, and you can see it's selected all the rotated dimensions. There are some that are not selected. I think I'll show you what I mean. No, it looks like it's got them all. Yeah, and so that's basically the command. I think what you also need to make your drawing look a little bit neater is to change the hatching of the walls. So same again, right click, quick select, and this time I'm going to go to find hatching. You can see hatching here, and I'm going to go select all, and it'll give me all the hatching. You'll see that it's gone all the walls and so forth. But what it's also done is given these tiles. So I'm going to hit the shift button and deselect that. And now up here I can change it all to solid. You can see those walls have changed. It looks like the architects have done these things, the hatching for the structure as a block. So what I normally do, I'll select that, right click and edit block in place. Changes into a block editor mode, and then I can then go through the process. Same again, quick select and find hatch, select all, done, and then change that to solid. So that's done. You can see all of this structure is now changed to solid, and then save changes back, hitting OK, and then you start to get a drawing that's a lot neater. Similar with these wheel stops. I don't know if you want to see it or not. This, if it's a neat drawing, what you can do is set the layer, isolate the layer, and then delete these elements. I think it's going to be easier for you to use the select similar command where it finds all those elements. I'll show you why, because you can see in this case that's still a block. So what you want to do in that case, edit block in place and delete that. It looks like there's a block within the block. I'll get out of this. And as I showed you earlier today with these elements, I'll right click, edit block in place, and in order to keep this line, it looks like they've drawn it accurately so that this is what the line marking is going to be. There's not going to be a line across the front on site, so that's why they had that line. But for the purpose of the exercise, I'll trim these off and get rid of the rest of that car space and save changes, and you'll start to get a neater drawing very quickly.